Fifth time's the charm. First off, I want to apologize for the buzzing of my mic. Rewatching previous test recordings that I've done, it's still legible what I'm saying, but there is the annoying buzz, and I want to apologize for that. So what my project is. My project is a pitch-based thermometer, which essentially means that it takes the temperature of the air around it, or the room that you're in, and then it outputs a certain sound with a certain pitch based on that temperature. And the way that mine works, the hotter the temperature is, then the higher pitched the speaker is, or the output sound is. And inverse with the colder it is. The colder that the room is, or the air around the temperature sensor is, then the lower pitch that the speaker goes. And there are many different use cases of this, one of which would be a blind person. A blind person cannot usually use a thermometer, so they'd be crippled to asking either other people what temperature is, or using a Morse code thermometer, which I don't think really exists. So their best option is to use this pitch-based thermometer. Now, a thermometer being pitch-based means that they could always have the temperature outside, no matter where they are, or no matter who they're able to ask, as long as they have this thermometer on them. And I'm just going to test real quick to make sure that my desktop is putting out audio into OBS. So, yes, okay, it is, okay. So, yes, how does my program work? Or how does my piece of electronic machinery work? So what happens is that 5 volts goes out from the Arduino. It goes out, and then it goes into this positive terminal of the breadboard. And then that current stream is then taken into this resistor, and then it goes up into the power terminal of the temperature resistor. The ground just goes into the ground of the Arduino, and which then goes into the, and then the voltage out goes into this second line, which goes into the analog input, or A0, of the Arduino. And then, whoa, it doesn't look nice anymore. Okay, give me a second. Let me correct that. And then the code, it does some magic. So what it does is it takes in that input, it converts it to a percentage by dividing it by 1024, because the temperature sensor gives a value from 0 to 1024. And then it converts that value to the temperature in Celsius. What happens after that? Why do I keep doing this? I'm not making any recording because of that. And then what it does is the code causes the Arduino to put out a tone from pin 8, which is right here, with a frequency of this. So what this is it's adding 100 to the temperature, because the temperature ranges from -50 to 100 Celsius, and any value for the frequency below 31, the piezo speaker just can't put out. And I found that any value below 49, it couldn't put out, at least for me on my computer. So I added 100 to that, so that the -50 becomes 50. And then I multiply it by 4, so that the difference in pitches from the speaker at each different degree is more pronounced, and that there's a larger range of frequencies. And then it has a length of 10 milliseconds, because that just helps. And then that tone is put out through this wire, which then goes into the top layer of the breadboard, where it then goes into this switch. This switch, when it's powered on, it will power this piezo speaker, and giving off the tone, which was designated before. Now, I'm going to start the simulation, and as you see, there will be nothing going on, because I haven't flipped the switch. Now, I want to warn you, you've already heard it one time, but you're going to have to hear it again. The sound is quite loud, and it's very descriptive to what the temperature is. So I turn it on, and then it starts blasting. So as you can see, it changes based on the temperature, and as I lower the temperature, it becomes deeper, and as I raise the temperature, it goes higher. And I'm gonna stop that horrible sound. So yeah, that is my project, and I hope that you've enjoyed my video going over it.